interest in our company and the position. Hi, I am Miss Amy Patiño, your interviewer for today. I would like to use this interview productively to learn as much as possible about in relatively short period of time. I'm going to lead our conversation with the questions, but you are more than welcome to ask me whatever might be interesting to you about the role and about the company. I am also going to take a few notes on my laptop, and I hope that it is not too distracting. Let us start with a tell me about yourself question, who you are, and what have you studied and what has been your experience.
Hi, my name is Rhea. I studied in Iris, Manila with a course of BSBA major in tourism.
Mm-hmm. Why did you choose to study that particular major and that particular school?
Actually, that school is public, so that I enrolled to that school because we don't have money for a private school.
During your preparation for this interview, I guess you thought about what you do the best. What is your biggest strength and how do you think our company would benefit from?
My biggest strength, I think, is I'm good at multitasking, and I think that's a big advantage for people nowadays.
Okay, interesting. What have you identified as your greatest improvement areas and what have you done to improve them so far?
Greatest improvement, I think, is the learning that I've learned from my college. My high school days is not that kind of serious, but when I became college, every time is important.
I see in your resume you had skills. Among these skills, what skills do you feel competent and why?
I think the multitasking skill because I do love doing things a lot without pressure and I can finish that work as soon as possible.
Okay, alright. Why are you interviewing with me today? What made you apply for this job and why do you want to work here?
This is my first work actually, so any work or any company who accept me, I will go for it.
Okay. So tell me about a time when you were in charge of a project within a deadline.
Like for example, our thesis.
Which is the project and how did you meet the deadline?
We actually met our deadline because we all do what we can to finish that work before the deadline, and we do have a meeting before our defense so that we can practice each other.
Okay. Tell me when was the time you initiated for a job? What was it and what was the outcome?
I'm the person that I don't want to take a rest after graduate, so I do love to work as soon as possible so that I can help my mother in bills.
Okay. Tell me about a time when your communication skills helped at your job. When was it and what did you do?
Actually, in our thesis, because our thesis is English as usual, so that we can practice ourselves to speak and to communicate.
Give an example of a situation where you had to deal with a conflict at schoolwork or project that you're leading into. How was it resolved?
I don't lead in a group or schoolworks before, so I don't have any idea.
You know, we are currently interviewing more than candidates, which is why I'd like to ask you why we hire you and why do you think we should choose you over other candidates?
I think I do have the skills that you are looking for a candidate, and I'm a very positive person and I can do work without pressure.
I understand, alright. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually none.
Okay, I would be happier to respond. The recruitment process started not too long ago, and we are evaluating and discussing different profiles internally. I will be coming back to you with the feedback and with an information for the next steps. If any within the next 2 weeks, if things go accordingly to the schedule, the potential next step planned would be another interview with me and with the department manager.
Thank you for coming in and for your interest in our company and the position. Hi, I'm Miss Jeme M. Ramirez, your interviewer for today. I would like to use this interview productively to learn as much as possible about in relatively short period of time. I'm going to lead our conversation with the questions, but you are more than welcome to ask me whatever might be interesting to you about the role and about the company. I am also to take a few notes on my laptop and I hope not too distracting that is not too distracting. Let us start with a tell about yourself. Who are you? What have you studied and has been your experience?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm glad to meet you. My name is Amy Patino, 24 years old, a graduating student of Iolio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, taking Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Management. I'm also a working student as a family cook of one of the family doctors of UST. And being a working student, determination and commitment is one of the most important for me to hold on to reach this stepping stone. Having my course in this study, I am able to manage my time between my school and work in order to achieve my achievements in life.
Why did you choose to study that particular major and that particular school?
Honestly, I have three option courses before I enter my freshman. Eventually, I just realized my personality, which is basically fits this major course that I choose, and this current school where I study my major, it is where my capability belongs, and I believe God has a reason for everything that happens to my life journey.
During your preparation for this interview, I guess you thought about what do you best? What is your biggest strength and how do you think our company would benefit from?
I believe my biggest strength is my positive attitude towards life matters. Having my ethical and professional manner in the workplace would be valuable for the company.
Okay, interesting. What have you identified as your greatest improvement areas and what have you done to improve them so far?
Comfort zone is one of the things that I want to change to myself. Having my major course, I learned how to step out of the box and explore into a bigger picture of life because life is full of challenges and facing challenges makes you a better person.
Oh, I see in your resume you had skills. Among these skills, what skills do you feel competent and why?
Based on my experience, adaptability is what I feel competent because this kind of personality makes me confident whatever decisions I have in my life. It is easy for me to communicate with other people in order for me to work efficiently.
Alright, while interviewing me today, what made you apply for this job? Why do you want to work here?
Although I may not have direct experience in this role, I believe my motivation and adaptability, strong desire to learn make a valuable candidate. I also have a great work ethic and a real passion for this field.
Okay, so tell me about a time when you were in charge of a project within a deadline.
I could share you about my internship experience. It was not a project but a task assigned to me of my supervisor. She said that I have to finish the task within the day because it was urgent to comply for the company.
Which is the project and how did you meet the deadline?
Basically, it was encoding the BIR form, a lot of file to input in order to meet the deadline. I have to stay focused on the tasks assigned and don't waste every second of time.
Okay, so tell me when was the time you initiated for a job? What was it and what was that outcome?
I'm afraid to say, but I have not tried once.
I don't lead in a group or schoolworks before, so I don't have any idea.
During my internship, I don't know what to do with my task in the office or I forgot how to do it. I ask my supervisor again when she's not busy at her work table.
I think I do have the skills that you are looking for a candidate, and I'm a very positive person and I can do work without pressure.
I always encounter conflict schoolwork during group activities. Without leadership in a group, Members will not do a task to finish the group project. As a leader, you have to be patient with your group members even if they are not cooperative. So you have to be confident in them and think of a way to encourage the other group members to help.
Actually, none.
While having a previous experience, I believe my positive attitude, adaptability, and strong desire to learn make me a valuable among the other candidates. I'm willing to learn this job position as an opportunity to grasp my skills.
You have any question for me?
None so far. Well, I'm grateful for having this job interview and I hope to work with you soon.
Recruitment process has started not too long ago and we are evaluating and discussing different profiles internally. I will be coming back to you with the feedbacks and with an information for the next steps. If any within the next 2 weeks, if things go according to the schedule, the potential next step is plan would be another interview with me and with the department manager. Thank you very much for coming. It was a pleasure meeting you and we'll be in touch.